guys, so this is my second haul video for the month of January, and I didn't intend to buy all the things that I did, but I got really lucky both times. First time I had coupons, and second time I just got lucky with the products that the store had in stock. So let me not ramble too much because I don't have a lot of things to talk about, but I don't want to be talking for 15 minutes about like 5 products. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I got was the Urban Decay Cream Highlighter in Sin. And the reason I got this is because I had exchanged that Laura Mercier lipstick, and this was just $2 more, so I figured, you know, why, you know, I might as well just get it because it's on my list of things to try. Just because like, I haven't had good luck with cream products in the past, and I don't really see like the huge hype about, oh, cream products are so nice because you can layer them and they're good for, you know, certain skin types and all that kind of stuff. I'd never really seen the big hype about it, but I figured I would give them a try just to see if I liked them. And I haven't really played with this that much, to be honest with you guys, but it's alright. Like, color is really pretty. It's like a pale kind of gold color. It's like a translucent gold almost. And I have a swatch in the back of my hand, which you may or may not be able to see now, but it's right here. You guys can see that. It's not this gold one next to it, but it's just this other really pretty, like white gold almost kind of color. And it feels like it's infused with powder particles, which I think the website said that it's infused with like pearl powders. So it feels like a slicker sort of cream. It's not like a cream blush. It's just, you know, nice and very emollient. This one feels more like a cream powder hybrid. So we'll see how that goes. I've always just had issues with blending when it came to cream products. I much prefer powders just in general, but I figured I would give it a try. And the packaging for this is amazing, which is definitely not a good reason to buy something, but you know, I figured it'd be worth a try, and I'll let you guys know how I like this. Okay. Yes, next thing, I went to Ulta last week, and I got really lucky with the products that they had in stock. I finally got the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which I've wanted for so long. You guys know that I've been talking about like getting this, and they've never even had it in stock ever. Like, it's always been sold out. So, you know, when I bought these, they didn't have the milk, which I bought those last year, like days after Christmas. But I finally got this, and I've used it, and I've really enjoyed it so far. It's just nice to have a cream white base, so that way you can layer really vibrant shadows on top, like really bright colors, and it'll help with vibrancy and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to have found this, and I will probably continue to use it, and you might see it in my favorites video. We shall see. Okay, next things are the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24-hour eyeshadows. Everyone's been raving about these, and, you know, again, it's a cream product, so I'm like, but I figured I would give it a try if they are what everyone is making them out to be, and, you know, they're from the drugstore, so it's not gonna, you know, run me up $20 or so like a Mega Forever Aqua Cream would, which I didn't have good luck with mine, so, you know. But, okay, I got 2 colors. The first one I got was Bold Gold, which looks like this. Let me show you the actual color. I have a swatch on the back of my hand right here. You guys can see. It's just a neutral gold. Like, it doesn't lean too yellow or too like orange or too like rusty kind of color. But actually it does sort of have like a rust-ish undertone to it. I don't know. But the only thing I have issues with, like, so far, I've only really used it once, and this was the issue, is that the base kind of disappears after you blend it out, and all you have left are the glitter particles. So that might be an issue. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll have to play with it and see, but I don't know. I'm trying to get into creams, but I just can't. The next color was Fierce and Tangy, which is a bright orange. When you don't see orange at drugstores a lot, really, in any kind of shade except maybe lipstick if you're lucky, but especially not an eyeshadow, and especially not like a vibrant orange. It may be like a peachy kind of color. But I have the swatch right here, and it's really cool because when you blend it out, like, which it's set right now, so I can't blend it out, but it's got like a yellow sheen to it when you blend it out. It's like the base is yellow and they added the orange in on top. It's a really interesting color. So it should be fun to play with. I might want to try experimenting with this, like putting it on the eyes and the lips and just kind of playing with vibrancies and maybe blending it out on the eyes and keeping it bold on the lips. It could be fun to play around with. But yeah, those are the Color Tattoo eyeshadows. And the next things were brushes from Real Techniques by Sam Chapman, because every time I've gone to Ulta, they have never had any of the brushes in stock. Like there's been a space for them, like they're next to the Japanese brushes and the Eco Tools area, but they're always sold out at every Ulta I've gone to since they were released in March of last year, I believe. And they didn't have the stippling brush, which is the one I really wanted. But they did have two other things that were on my list to try, so I figured it was buy one get one 50% off, and so I figured I would go for that. The first one is the foundation brush, which this is the box. I'm sure you guys have all seen reviews on these. And this is what the brush looks like. It's got an angle to it. It's got that kind of coppery base to the actual handle. And then the bristles themselves are all synthetic. In the entire line, they're all synthetic, so they can be used with cream or powder products, although I don't know why you would use this for a powder foundation. But I like that it has an angle, so it makes it easier to get around the nose and under the eyes and around the mouth sort of area, because something like this is nice, but it's sort of cumbersome because it doesn't have that angle to it, and it's just a rounded edge that you kind of have to work with different angles. So this is nice to have an angled foundation brush. And besides this one, all the other brushes I have are really like buffer brushes, so it's nice to try this. And I've actually used it before, and I have really enjoyed it. It's doesn't give me much streakiness, like there's some slight streakiness, but it's not anything that really bothers me. So that's the foundation brush. And then I also got the Core collection, which looks like this. And it comes with that case, which I actually put them all in the case to travel with this weekend. I didn't end up using them, but it's still nice to just have a case. Like, you don't realize how nice it is to have one until you get to use it. But it comes with 4 brushes. The first one is the buffing brush, which looks like this, and I've used this. I used this last week with my liquid foundation, and it looks flawless. Everyone at school said my skin looked really good, and I would like to give a lot of credit to this brush. And you guys know that I like the e.l.f. powder brush. It's what I've been using like every time I apply foundation for the past couple of weeks, really, maybe almost a month and a half or so. But this has a rounded edge to it, so it's a lot easier to get into certain areas of the face, and it's a lot smaller, so it's not so cumbersome to use, because this e.l.f. powder brush is sort of large, which can make it difficult to get certain areas of the face. But I'll still continue to use this. I'll probably use them interchangeably, like the buffing brush and the powder brush, but this is a really nice brush. The other one is, or one of the other ones is the contour brush, which I really don't own anything similar. The closest thing I have is the e.l.f. blush brush and the Sonia Kashuk small powder brush, but none of them really have that much of a point to it. Like, this one sort of comes to a point, but it's a lot larger, and this is what I use to set my T-zone with loose powder if I'm using like a luminous foundation. And then this is what I use for highlighter. I kind of just tap it on my cheekbones. But this is nice to use for precise contour, because I used to use this brush, but it was just too flimsy, didn't do much for me. But this is a really great brush. I used it with a matte bronzer to contour, and it places the contour where you need it to, and it also blends it out at the same time. So it's nice because you don't have to go in with a separate brush, and it's soft again, as all the other brushes are. The next one is the pointed foundation brush. This is a joke of a brush in my opinion, because it's tiny. It's going to be nice to have in my kit though, so when I'm putting foundation on someone with a lot smaller face than me, it'll be easier to use. But like, I'm not going to sit there for 10 minutes, I mean, getting every single spot on my face with this brush. It's just, it takes too long. I do appreciate the point though, so it'll be easy to get right into the inner corners, around the nose and around the mouth. That's nice that it has the point, but I think she should have made it a lot bigger, or just included another brush in the set. Maybe something like the stippling brush inside the set would have been nice. Maybe, possibly, maybe a powder brush, I don't know. But I just think, you know, for my personal use, I'm not going to get a lot of use out of it at all, really. But for my kit, I might, you know, it'll be beneficial to have. But again, not necessary. The next brush is the detailer brush, and this is supposed to be used for concealer, and everyone's like, oh, it's so tiny, how can you use it for concealer? Well, may I just say that everyone else is an idiot, because like every review I've seen, people are like, I can't use this for concealer, it's too small. You're not supposed to put concealer on your blemish and, you know, 60 centimeters around it. I use this for, like, I have some red spots and I just used it for concealing. All I did was take the concealer on this brush, dotted it exactly on the blemish and then patted it out, and it covers strictly the blemish and nothing else, which is the whole purpose of concealer. You don't want to conceal your entire cheek unless you need to, of course. As for a lip brush, I haven't used it for a lip brush yet. It would be good probably for inner corner highlight, or maybe for filling in your brows if you wanted to. But I think this is a great brush to have because I have that e.l.f. Precision brush, which I use for lipstick. I don't know where the hell it is. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. It's a lot bigger than the e.l.f. Precision brush, but yeah, so there's that. So it's good for spot concealing. And then I think that's it for Ulta. And then I went to Sally's because I colored my hair. I don't know if you guys can really tell. I just lightened it a little bit, but I needed to get some dye and some shampoo for color safe hair. And they had Tweezerman Tweezerettes at the front of the store, and they were only $5. Normal, you know, normal Tweezerman tweezers that are closer to this size are about 20, and even like the small size tweezers are still like 15 everywhere that I've seen, and these are $5, and they're a lot bigger than the mini tweezers that I've seen. So use them. So far they're alright. I mean, they're not a miracle product. I think the regular Tweezermans would be a lot better, but you know, just another pair of tweezers is nice to have, especially to travel with. So that concludes this haul. I probably talked way too long, fingers crossed that I didn't, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and be looking out for the favorites video, and then I'm doing a tutorial that you guys will just have to wait and see, and that'll be posted the very last day of January, so the 31st is when it'll be posted, and I also did a products I don't like video, so that should be interesting, and I'll post that soon as well. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I'll talk to all you guys soon. Bye!